Since 1885, cowgirls like Annie Oakley, Calamity Jane, and Lucille Mulhall have wrote themselves into history books while wearing cowboy boots. Join us as we share the tales of today's most influential cowgirls and provide a glimpse of what it's like to walk in her boots.
Hi, I'm Rodeo Hollabaugh, professional breakaway roper, podcast host, and business owner. Recently, I've just really reflected on what we get to do. I love that I get to travel. I love that every day I get to go outside and be with my horses. I love that I get to compete and figure out ways to be a better competitor. Recently, I've come to love trials, even though that's not fun. It feels like I always grow during those times, so I've loved trials too. Just the fact that we get to be a cowgirl every day in all walks of life, I think that's pretty neat. The thing I love about being a cowgirl is the meaning behind it. I feel like there's a lot to live up to, from your character to your integrity to your word to your grit to your courage, and I feel like it applies in every area of life. I think women are excited to be a part of rodeo, and I think that there's been a lot of authority taken in the fact that we want to be involved, not just being competitors, but also being a part of the industry, where you're having business women come in, you're having women compete, you're having little girls grow up and watching their moms and their sisters and friends compete. I always laugh and say, you tell a woman she can't do something and watch her do it, right? We're all hard-headed and you tell us we can't, we're going to do it. But I really do think that the opportunities that the industry has given us in general, I think the country is hungry for people that aren't scared to go after their dreams. And it's not always good all the time. It's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. There's a lot more times that you fail than you succeed. But at the end of the day, you smash your hat down and go on about your business. And I think that the world needs more cowgirls. And, I think that we have an opportunity in the industry to grow and represent what we are and who we are. And we attract all sorts of different women in walks of life into this industry, and everybody fits. I feel like you don't have to be a certain make, model, anything like that. Everybody can be a cowgirl in some form or fashion. And so I think that's why it's growing tremendously, is because we welcome all, and there's a code of conduct, and people are looking for that. This is the second time I've qualified for the National Finals Breakaway Roping. And so this year in my boots, it will be a cowgirl. The last few years in my boots, I've been a broadcaster. It was really cool to have my boots on the arena floor, getting to do the interviews there, but then also come back full circle this year and have my boots in the saddle this year, getting back to roping again. If I could spend a day in any other cowgirl's boots, it would be Pam Minnick. First of all, because she's got beautiful boots, and I just think wearing her wardrobe would be outstanding. But she's been huge and influential in my career. Just the atmosphere she's put herself in, and the different places. And one day I was talking, and we were talking about breakaway roping, and I had said that I felt like we were breaking through some glass ceilings. And she came to me and she said, don't say that. Don't have that perspective. And I said, well, why not? And she said, because there's no limits for you. Don't look at it that way. Don't limit yourself. And so I thought, wow. And that helped me a lot in my career. I'm like, there are really no limits. There's no glass ceilings for us. And she gets to travel around the world and broadcast, and does the Rose Parade, and just, you hear her voice on so many different commercials, and she's just huge in the industry, and she's paved the way, and she was one of the first women to do it. At the end of the road, I would love to look back and say that I had the same perspective as her. So it'd be fun to look good and walk around like Pamela.